Hello everybody, I'd like to talk about authority claims today, and let's get started on this video. I think authority claims are extremely important when we're studying any Mormon-based religion, but it also applies to any gospel-centered discussion where you have someone attempting to lead or getting followers. Let's first start off with what is an authority claim. An authority claim is just simply one or more claims that an individual or group will make to support their religious teachings. Now, this is very common among Book of Mormon based religious groups. We're talking about LDS, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the FLDS, RLDS, and a myriad of other groups. Basically, a claim will be made that someone is the only man on the earth with keys, or that they are the one mighty and strong. And sometimes they make both claims together. The idea that there's only one person at the top, and he's the grand poobah, and you got to kiss the ring. Now, there are some problems with authority claims, and I'm going to start off by talking about a few issues with authority claims. There are a lot of authority claims made, and because of the sheer number, it's certainly by default that they're often wrong. How many times have you heard an authority claim that has been correct? Those are actually few in number. They're also emotional. They often appeal to fear, uncertainty, and or doubt. And they usually talk about the removal of agency, because taken to this extreme, they take away free agency. And authority is an interesting thing. Not all authority claims are wrong, and some are misplaced. So why do people make authority claims, and why particularly in the Mormon religion? Well, the cynical answer is that it's a great way to take control of people. But I think there's a simpler answer. It took me a while to realize this answer. I thought about it long and hard. I got advice from a friend, and he really clued me in on it, that the answer is really simple. And it can be discovered by looking at the culture of the dominant Mormon church. And that dominant Mormon church is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Now, many Mormons have been taught since they were children that they need to follow someone with proper authority. You can take a look here at the LDS president, Nelson. I don't know if he's trying to take the keys from Peter, if he's just holding on to them, or what. You make your own decision. But in order to abandon the church and go to different religions, the people have been so indoctrinated that they have to believe that it's one person in authority, and they have to find that person with authority. So in order to get somebody to move away from that, they need something else to believe in that trumps the current authority that they often blindly follow. So they have to find a different one. Now let's talk about some examples. I'm going to talk about two examples of authority claims. One is Joseph Smith. The other was Joel LeBaron. Now, Joseph Smith made several claims, but his first and most important claim was that he conversed with God. Nowadays, this hardly seems revolutionary. You hear everybody's talk to God. You know, the TV preacher who has God telling him he needs a brand new jet, to the man down the street. But for 19th century America, this was very scandalous. The overwhelming opinion was the canon was closed. There's no need for new scripture or revelation, so no need to talk to God. God didn't talk to people. Would anyone have listened to him or read the Book of Mormon if he hadn't made the claim to have conversed with God, and that he hadn't used, and particularly, here's another thing, that he hadn't used the Urim and Thummim to translate the Book of Mormon? Did he need those? Probably not. But they have a very sacred place in the Bible, and that'd be for a later video. But they were very important, and so being able to use that authority helped him make his claim and helped people be able to get over their own problems in order to say, okay, I think I can believe this guy. Maybe I'll go pray about it. Joel LeBaron made two important claims. First, he claimed to be the one man on the earth at a time to hold the keys, as claimed in D&C 132:7. Secondly, he claimed to be the one mighty and strong. Would any Mormon have listened to Joel LeBaron if he hadn't made the claims that he did? Now that's highly doubtful. That's highly doubtful. He made the claims so that people would listen to him. Without authority claims, would anyone have listened to what either Joseph Smith or Joel LeBaron taught? I think the answer is a resounding no. Why? Authority claims are a crutch for the unbelieving. Now, authority claims is crutches. Authority claims are crutches. People require them in order to believe what is being said. Because people require and prophets need to make the claims so the words they share are heard. The people needed to have the Book of Mormon, so that is why Joseph Smith made the claim to use the Urim and Thummim to translate the Book of Mormon. They came straight from the Bible, so he had some scriptural basis for support. Likewise, no one would have listened to Joel LeBaron if he hadn't made the claim that he was the one man on the earth at a time. People need to know that he had some authority, whether he really was or not, and that's very important. What about false authority claims? We really can't talk about this without talking about false authority claims. Any discussion on authority claims would not be complete without discussing the myriad of false authority claims, just like this nice Art Fullabulla picture next to me. Unfortunately, some people use the authority claims to take advantage of other people or hold power over them. Remember that with power comes money and more power. The thing is, from that power comes money and more power, and even the power to take over your whole family and do what you want. It's a very terrible thing. Alongside that is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Now, FUD is fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and FUD is a tool of the enemy. Once FUD is planted in the hearts or minds of a people, they're easily manipulated into doing whatever the enemy desired. And one way to tell a false prophet from a real prophet is that false prophets try to control people through fear, uncertainty, and doubt. They might make up rumors. Once they get that little bit of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, they make up rumors about other people. They think they're better than other people. They make people be scared of strangers, or people who might not share their exact same beliefs, because they know that someone in fear is usually more apt to do what they want them to do. Now, we don't want to be suckered in by these claims, and when you recognize it, you've got to walk away, because that's not the real gospel of Jesus Christ. When somebody's trying to control you, that is false gospel, because it goes against free agency. Well, what is the truth about authority claims? Authority claims mean nothing if you have the true keys of heaven, and that is revelation. You can look at the fruits of what the claimant has brought forward and inquire of the Lord if those fruits are good and truthful. And if somebody's using fear, uncertainty, and doubt, or trying to build stuff in darkness, nope. Now, there's been one thing that's come up in the Mormon community. That's the case of Mauricio Berger. Before I end this video, I want to touch upon the claims made by him, since this prompted a discussion that led to this video. Mauricio has made several claims about angels visiting him in Brazil. He claims to have translated a sealed portion of the Book of Mormon to provide direction in these latter days. I don't know if his claims are true or not. I don't know if his intentions are good or not. What I think is important is that if what he's saying is truthful and good, his specific authority claims are unimportant for those willing to inquire of the Lord, and that's really all that needs to happen, is just pray. And then you'll know. I frankly I'm not willing to take an opinion on this. Will we see the end of authority claims? Until people are willing to go to the Lord to inquire if something is true or not, and be willing to listen to the answers, then I think we will continue to hear authority claims being made. Remember, it's something that has to overcome people's own barriers and overcome their crutches. Now, dealing with authority claims. First, you're going to pray about the fruits of the authority claim and ask the Lord if they're good and truthful. You don't need to conflate authority claims with the truths being taught. Look at the truths being taught. Even if the claims seem outlandish, are the truths, are what being taught is true? If it's true, well, cling to it. Realize that revelation for one group or person is not necessarily meant for everyone else. Now, caveats and disclaimers. It's important to realize that what Joseph and others taught early on was often quite different from what they taught later on. Their knowledge evolved. Church history has been edited. Also realize that many lectures and sermons have been reported from the viewpoint of the scribe. That's the person writing it. Their own viewpoint, their own perceptions, their own biases are going into what they've presented. And keep this in mind. Can't say this one enough. That which is wrong under one circumstance may be, and often is, right under another. God said, "Thou shalt not kill." At another time, he said, "Thou shalt utterly destroy." This is the principle on which the government of heaven is conducted, by revelation adapted to the circumstances in which the elders of the kingdom are placed. Whatever God requires is right. Whatever God requires is right. Even things which may be considered abominable to all those who do not understand the order of heaven. That is straight from Joseph Smith. Important to keep that in mind. Now, I'm going to have some more videos. The following related subjects will be studied in later videos. I really didn't touch on them here. And once these videos are completed, you will find the link to them in the description below. We're going to talk about progression of knowledge, the viewpoint of the scribes, who was Joel LeBaron, what are priesthood keys. There are so many more videos, but this just gets us started. Now, I want to say, if you like this video and want to see more of them, please click like and subscribe, and we'll see about putting up more videos. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to me, and God bless and have a great day.